final blog for today, and this one's called In the Absence of Time. In the absence of time, there need be no more limit on the maximum speed of a powerful vessel in the vacuum of space. The speed of light would prove no more of a barrier to space vessels than the sound barrier for vessels on Earth. And I'll just add in here, listening to a guy on YouTube, a scientist, what they call a physicist, some sort, saying that actually the speed of time is measured by reflecting it back off a mirror, and therefore the actual speed of time, the one-way speed of time, is not known, so he supposes it's instant, and the Bible certainly backs that up. He's able to show that quite clearly. And I mean, that's just common sense. If there's some heat by light injected into a mirror, which are never perfect, it never perfectly reflects the light, then we must imagine that the light is completely changed by the nature of its reflection, because mirrors aren't perfect, therefore they can't perfectly reflect or bounce that light back. And you could say, well, we have done a test and we bounced the light laser beam millions of times off mirrors and we didn't detect any change. But you wouldn't, because once the light has lost its energy, its original instantaneous travel speed energy to being reflected off a mirror, you can expect that speed to stay almost perfectly constant, because it's no longer the same thing it was when it started out. And anyway, that kind of makes sense to me. Anyway, carrying on. Thus, the speed of space vessels under power could continue to increase without limitation, except of course the time it would take to reach these limitless speeds. But let us say that one could slingshot off a star or two and reach such a speed as would enable a vessel to cross the vast emptiness of space in a timely fashion. More problems emerge. Quite apart from a destination, which, as far as we know, there are none. The Earth is probably, and almost certainly, the only habitable place in the universe. There is the problem of running into something, because of course speed increases the weight of an object relative to the speed of other objects and their speed. Thus a bullet thrown by hand cannot harm, but a bullet fired from a gun can lift a man off his feet and throw him for a good distance. So our space vessel traveling fast enough could smash a planet to smithereens. Not a good way to begin intergalactic relations with other sentient species, supposing there were any, especially if it were their planet we destroyed. And of course, what sensory apparatus would one use to acquire data as one zoomed through space? Even signals sent at light speed would fall far behind our craft. Well, that wouldn't be true anymore, would it? So I guess you could still sense around you, because you're traveling at a limited speed, whereas light may indeed travel it instantaneously. But let's say we figured all that out. For argument's sake, where are we supposed to go? If I roll a die 6 times, how many 6s will I get? Not enough. That is to say, not enough to explain the multitude of chances that would have to line up to ensure the successful, spontaneous creation of a habitable planet in a safe, stable solar system. And that's my blogs for today. Thanks for listening, and God bless.